Welcome to another exciting edition of the 4 o'clock game, and to continue with today with the 34 days of crappy games. And today we're just going to start off with another game that is actually released for the Atari VCS. It's called Pac-Man. This game was released in 1981 for the Atari VCS, and it's made by Atari. This was based on the popular arcade game of all time. Pac-Man is actually one of the many games that was releasing a home version, but in 1981, Atari decided to release the home version of the Atari popular game Pac-Man. And this is absolutely worse. I remember playing this game back in my childhood, and I actually remember playing this game. It doesn't even look like Pac-Man to me. And I'm looking back at this game because its game was completely different. It was like a fun game, but after all these years, when this game came out, it didn't do good. Atari didn't sell well as that, because it's probably the worst game of all time, the worst game for Atari. And yep, Pac-Man for the Atari is so bad. I just want to tell you, though, I remember playing this game, and very much, I've been bringing back a lot of memories, and just absolutely horrendous to make the game like that. So, and here's the back of the game. This is an Atari game, I guess. It says, look at this, it says special feature. It looks like a bear included there. This game program contains additional versions for young children. That's right. It says like a young kid's version of the game. It's your job to keep Pac-Man as happy as possible. You must guide him around the maze so that he can eat video wafers and power pills. Protect him from the ghost, unless he has super strength of power pill. If he does have the super strength, help him chase the ghosts and gobble them up before they gobble him. This is actually a two-player game, but this is actually, you can see the copyrights on there. Atari, Consumers Division, Warner Communications. That's right. That's the company that's the company Atari owns, and it's actually the same company that owns Warner Home Video from the 80s. And if you've seen the openings to every VHS tape that ever came out from someone from the early 80s, some Warner Home Video VHS from the early 80s that had the Warner Communications logo. And that's right, because this is absolutely one of them. The worst Atari game. This was considered to be the worst game ever before. There was another worst game that just came out. I'm talking about it soon. It's E.T. for the Atari. Yep, this is absolutely horrible, but I can't believe the game is not even that good. And here's actually says the home version of one of your favorite arcade games. Yep, I always liked the arcade version a lot better, but this version is not even as great as the arcade. I guess it's a completely different game. It doesn't look like Pac-Man. Pac-Man doesn't move up or down. He only just goes up and down like there is no tomorrow, and the ghost still blinks. So I'm going to find out that this is what I'm going to be showing you how to play this game. So here it is. This is Pac-Man for the Atari VCS. So I hope you all like this game. So just want to find out what it is. So hope you all like it. And by the way, I forgot to mention before I start this game, look at the cover. Look at the artwork on this game. This doesn't look like Pac-Man. I don't know why the character, yeah, the box had this Pac-Man game, but this one, the cartridge itself looked like this. It doesn't even look like Pac-Man. I remember I had this cartridge, but I remember the cartridge, but this is absolutely not even as great as Pac-Man. Why is the ghost pink in the cover artwork? But how do they do this? It's the lamest artwork I ever heard of. So that's just stupid. I guess this is the stupidest idea for making a game for Atari, and I hated this game for much. I've been looking back in the past, so I know some people liked it, but it's not very good. So let's check out this game, shall we? And let's start this game the whole time. So here we go. Okay, here it is. This is Pac-Man for the Atari VCS, the 2600. And as you probably know, the screen has been changing for 2 seconds now. It's like, was it a psychedelic color changing screen that's going to appear in this screen, because throughout the gameplay, this has got to be one of the worst games. As much as not as good as the arcade, but I'm going to choose other games, but let me show you. There are a couple of game variations in there in between. This game is for 2 players, and it's got 8 game variations. And we're going to start this game off with this. Oh. And we're going to go to number 2. We're going to select this game. Now let's start this game right off with the bat. Oh, that's hard. Yeah. This is absolutely horrible. Okay, let's start it again. Okay, this is the stupidest game. You had to collect. Yeah, instead of eating dots, you had to eat dash. I don't know. I remember playing this back in the day when, you know, if you remember Pac-Man. I always remember playing Pac-Man. Yeah, if you want to play the real Pac-Man, the arcade game. But, you only got 82 points. After you cleared all the stages, you had to earn an extra life in order to play this game. I actually know I've never played Pac-Man. I always played it in my life. I know a lot of people think it's the worst game ever made. And I know the arcade version was better, but look at this. Did you eat something? Look. There is actually, it's a fruit, but it's not a fruit, but it's a combo. Back in those days, when I was young, I remembered Gold Star. Yeah, that's what I would call a combo. And this is going to be a little tough time to be. Yeah, the ghost is kind of slow. Looks like it's blinking a lot. I don't know. Just to make sure. Now you gotta earn all these ghosts. Now you gotta shoot all. Yeah, now you killed all these ghosts, and you can see it's hitting in the eyes. And that's just so bad. I don't know. They just screwed it up in this game because it's. Yeah, Pac-Man doesn't move up or down. He's moving up like this. Yep, the classic death sound in the Atari game history. Just have to collect the fruit, but. But that's another story. I just remember Pac-Man is absolutely the most horrible game ever, and it's not as good as the arcade. The controls will look a bit awkward. The ghost keeps flickering. Yeah, the ghosts in the characters in Pac-Man are flickered. It gives you seizures. And you've got extra lives. Yeah, and after you clear the stage, you get extra lives. That never happened in the arcade original Pac-Man. And now he dies. I remember that one. I remember that scene in Cannonball Run 2. If you remember Cannonball Run 2 is where Jackie Chan is one of his first film roles. And yeah. Wow. Now you cleared up all the ghosts. I just had to clearing up all these ghosts, and they're in here. But this is so bad. I don't know why they made a game for Atari. You know, they took the original element of the arcade game and then take this game and shove it. I know this is so bad. I cannot believe this is not even as great as the arcade game. For no reason. I just had to tell you, for no dumb reason, I had to know making this game look like a horrible mess. Yeah, the game is complete poo-poo. And I can't really stand why we know. I remember playing it. The game was okay. Yeah, the game is pretty okay. Now you collect that combo for points. Rather than fruit. Yeah, that's right. You collect, you eat, you earn points like fruit. Or it's what they, instead of fruit, they put in combos in the game. That's right, you get combo snacks to rack up your score. I do not describe this game, it looks pretty terrible. I know, back in the day, I used to play this game when I was younger. I used to play Pac-Man for the Atari. I just had to tell you, the game is it's an absolute mess. It doesn't look good. It doesn't even look as good as Pac-Man as of the Atari. By the time I do this. Alright. Now you get all the points. Now you cleared it up, and now you got, now it is getting a little difficult at times. But this is ridiculous. Why would Atari make this game look bad? I actually played this. I remember playing this game as a youngster. I just want to play a lot of good Atari games. This is what I'm gonna do. Now you get too many ghosts. Now the pink goes for 2 seconds, and now he's back to the ghost again. The game is kind of flickery. But this is what I gotta do. Now the ghost gets chased around like crazy. There are 8 game skill levels in the game. It's just to tell you, in Pac-Man, you only got 8 skill levels. In the Atari version, the arcade version, the original arcade version, doesn't do as much. It was a classic. You know, Pac-Man, the arcade version was a classic. Why are they gonna make Atari make this game look like bad? It's coming out of it's off the radar. This is what I gotta do. The game is like, I like playing Pac-Man. I'm a huge fan of Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man for Atari. It's a pretty good game. Duh. Now he's getting close to killing. And you got another extra life. You only got 5 lives. And now he killed. Now he died.
yeah, the ghost goes faster, and it gets a lot faster and even harder. This is what I did. Remember those commercials for Atari when they promote Pac-Man? This is some sort of a propaganda ad for Pac-Man Atari 2600. Or VCS, whatever you would call it. But this is kind of stupid when they make a game like this. It's like a fun game for Atari. It's like a more exciting game. But no, you can't do that in a video game like Pac-Man. The classic example of that is Pac-Man, the arcade. The original Pac-Man was the arcade classic from 1980. It was become a more popular game. But this is like a ridiculous game. You cannot get this like that. But look, it is kind of fast, you know. The ghost just kind of runs faster, and you know, it gets a lot harder at times when you go to this game. You have no ability to beat. I'm playing this game longer. Now I died. It is kind of a challenging game. Now you got combos again. But now he dies again. I guess I know the people at Atari is making agreements of this game. Now we got down to 2 lives. But I don't know why I have to play this game until when it's over. I'm gonna just collect power pellets. Okay. But this is not even as good. This is very bad. I know its official games kind of suck because this game's pretty. This is not even look like it's a Pac-Man game. I just want to tell you. Still, the sound effects look like a classic game. When you. No. Oh. Now I died. I only got 2 more lives remaining in the game. But this is kind of a challenging. Where's the challenge in the game? You have to run around those ghosts. But this is flickering. I just cannot describe this. We're down to the last life. Okay. This is kind of stupid when they made a game. Now I just down. Oh yeah, we're down to the last life right now. Oh, yeah, we got 1 more well, we got 2 more lives. Look what they do. And now that's it. That's the game. Pac-Man is so bad for the Atari VCS. It's one of the worst games ever made. And I just want to tell you that the game is so awkward. It's terrible. Had bad controls. Not as good. I can't believe that to stay the heck away from the other version. You know, out of the other Atari games or all the classics ones, play the original arcade version. The arcade version was a classic. It's probably one of the best along with Miss Pac-Man. This one for the Atari is the worst. I think it's horrible, but it's not even as good. So, after all the 15 minutes I've been playing this game, let's ground this game right now. So, let's take you down to GoAnimate, and you'll tell someone that this game is going to be grounded. So, right now, I gotta go wrap this up after I do my GoAnimate video. After I'm finished doing this, we're going to go to GoAnimate right now and ground Pac-Man Atari VCS. And we'll come back after we finish this up. Alright, before I go in any further than this to GoAnimate, I'm going to show you that clip that was actually shown right there. This is the scene from Cannonball Run 2. Yeah, this is, those of you who don't remember, I remember watching this from my childhood. When I was a kid, my brother and I used to watch this movie when we used to rent it at a video store at one time. Yeah, it brings back a lot of great memories. And I remember this tape because I still remember my VHS copy. And all of a sudden, when I was back in my youth, I just want to tell you to let you know. But this is how frustrating this game is. Did you know Pac-Man, that they used that in the movie? Okay, let's find out.
So sorry, you are average player. Please try again later.
Yeah, that does it. Wow. Yeah, if you look at the replay this once again, I'm just going to flash back to this game. Oh, he showed this game like this. Yeah, you know, this is the young Jackie Chan, who was in his first movie, one of his earlier movies. He was playing a game like this. He showed the Pac-Man game. Why is he gonna do this? Because he hated Pac-Man. Okay. Wow. This is absolutely bad, and you know, this is the most funniest, hilarious moment in the movie. So, what I'm gonna be doing now, that's enough with this clip, so let's ground this game, Pac-Man, right now. Let's go to GoAnimate and find out.
Pac-Man, I can't believe you made a poorly made video game for the Atari 2600 based on a popular arcade classic.
You are in so much trouble.
Pac-Man, you are grounded.
You're grounded for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 6 7 8 9 6 6 7 8 9 6 7 8 9 6 7 8 9 6 7 8 9 6 7 8 9 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 4 3 5 3 4 3 4 4 5 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 5 6 7 8 9 6 7 5 6 7 5 4 6 4 6 4 6 4 6 4 6 5 4 3 3 3 3 1 8 9 years.
No.
Yes. You are grounded. Pac-Man Atari 2600.
That's right. You are so grounded. No Pac-Man arcade, no Pac-Man fever record, no Pac-Man cartoon, and no Pac-Man pasta.
Go to your room right now.
What?
Alright, that takes care of that video. That takes care of this game. Yep, Pac-Man, the Atari VCS is grounded. Well, once again, yep, that takes care of it. So, yep, he's never come back again. Okay, that's enough of that. So earlier, before I end this video right now, I think Pac-Man is absolutely bad. So if you ever play this, don't play this game. Play the original arcade game. You know, the arcade version is a classic. So it is an absolute classic. So, yep, it's an instant classic for everybody. If you're a Pac-Man fan, just go play this game. And never mind bother play the Atari game ever again. I know the Atari, I have fun playing the Atari version. Yep, this and E.T. are also horrible. So I just want to tell you, don't play Pac-Man. Okay? So, yeah, and as I mentioned earlier before I went to the grounded video, there was a scene from Cannonball Run 2. I just have to thank very much for this video that came from myself, because I remember I used to watch this movie back in my childhood, and this was one of my favorite movies from my childhood. And I know this brings back some great memories. There was one scene in the movie where you remember Jackie Chan, the one of the characters in this movie that was played by Jackie Chan. This was one of his earlier films. Yeah, he played Pac-Man for the Atari. It's just stupid. I have no idea they made the game look like that. And I know if you like this one, but I know if you've never heard, or if you haven't seen this movie, Cannonball Run, you should check out this movie. Yep, Cannonball Run 2 this is the film that I remember going back to my childhood. And like I said, my brother and I used to watch that back when we used to rent it at a video store a long time ago. And I know it was a great movie. And it brings back some memories. And there's also, that was back in 1984. And this movie came out in 1984. If you like Cannonball Run, this film, just go check out this movie, along with the first Cannonball Run movie. This is actually the most funniest movie ever. It featured a star-studded all-star cast, including Dom DeLuise, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. from the Rat Pack, Farrah Fawcett of Charlie's Angels, Burt Reynolds. There's a lot of great actors in there. In the second movie, Charles Nelson Riley from Match Game. Yep, they was in that movie as well. So, along with a lot of great star-studded cast. So you should check that out. Yep, this is a great movie if you enjoy them. And otherwise, just play the arcade game. Don't play this game. I know there were many versions out there. The NES version was pretty much not that bad. And yep, but it's not as bad as the Atari game. So just play the other games as well, other Pac-Man games. So that does it. There you go. That was Pac-Man. So, and that comes to the end of the 4 o'clock game, 34 Days of Crappy Games. And join us tomorrow. We'll have another game just for you. So, another horrible game just for you. So, join us tomorrow. Bye.